Hey, it's Maria from Still Dreaming Homestead, and I am in the town of Remote right now.
Absolutely, and I'm the mayor of Remote.
And here is the mayor, and his name is Skeeter.
Skeeter Burnett, yeah.
Skeeter?
David Weathers, me, we're in the same class, and I've known James Weathers. He was the hook tender I used to log for when I was a kid.
Oh my goodness.
I've been. Deborah was in my class too.
Yes.
Me and Dave both flunked the 5th grade.
Oh man. Sounds like our family, yeah.
But anyway, I came in here, yeah, you can shit.
Okay, just a second. So my grandfather used to, I don't know if he owned this store or
They ran it. They ran it, yeah.
And so I get a tour inside. I'm excited. So this is the first room we're coming in. It looks like a tack room, huh?
Well, back in the day, Aunt Ma Jennings ran the store from 67 to 93, and it was a full service filling station. They called them back then, filling station.
Right.
But this was this is where she kept all the oil, drums of oil. So whatever you wanted out there, she had the glass jars with the funnels that screwed on them, and whatever you wanted, she had a thing that won, a quart or whatever, and then. And then
that's so cool.
And then we got a bathroom in here.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what that was. But this right here, according to George Clarno, who's 95, when he was 8 or 9 years old, this single jack right here is the same rigging that he used to use when he was like 9 or 10. There was a guy that lived up Upper Rock Creek, and he would rig up the old horse here, the Jennings horse, and if he could get somebody to hold the plow up there for him, He'd rig up the horse and ride it up to Upper Rock Creek, plow fields all day, and ride it back, take it to the barn, brush it, curry it, feed it, grain it, whatever, kick it in the ass, whatever
you had to do, yeah.
And then all these horseshoes was made in the barn by George's dad, or I don't want to get the story wrong, but somebody locally here built these horseshoes for the horses here on the ranch, which is, say, 600 acres. And, back in the day, they milked cows and they raised sheep and they had a garden like you would not believe.
Oh, wow.
And so the garden right here that you see that I'm planting, that's Mrs. Jennings' garden for years and years. And then she had a great big one over the hill.
Wow. Oh, look at this as we enter in here.
I'll tell you that when the camera's off.
Okay.
But let me turn some lights on here. Maybe it'll be better.
Okay. Oh, look at here.
And then the post office. There's a post office too.
Right, yeah. Look at these old lunch boxes. So this is going to become a museum. I think that's fabulous.
It is a museum.
That is just amazing.
You want a candy bar?
Do I want a candy bar?
I got Snickers, Almond Joy, and Nestle's Crunch.
Oh, I want a Snickers.
Okay. And they're frozen, so nothing like eating a frozen Snickers.
Oh, that's good. Oh, look at some of these cool things.
Built beer. Well, you do it.
Okay, I'm gonna. What were these?
What's that?
Oh, for hooks and stuff.
Yeah, they were full of hooks, Cause
yeah, look at. I never saw that.
I found history, tons of it. I still haven't went through all of it, but they kept track of everything. And at one time, Aunt Ma Jennings sold 2,300 items out of the store.
In a day?
No, different items. She had everything from. Look at here. Look at right over here. When it was built, when this store was built, this was a solid piece of wood. And then electricity came in 1940.
Yes.
And then check it out. They started buying everything, ordering everything electric, coffee pots, waffle irons, everything.
This was the general store. And so this is a weigh.
These are scales.
Scales,
And the boys around here used to peel chittum, and they'd come over here and weigh it up on here, and they'd pay them.
Yep.
Yeah, and this is old one-legged Danny Brown's cork boot.
There you go.
Yeah.
Was there really a one-legged Danny?
Well, yeah. I used to work with him when I was a kid with my dad, and he, one-legged Danny Brown.
And that was a tough old logger there.
We gotta do some advertising for Masons.
Oh, there we go. We have to.
I've been dealing with those guys since I was 16. Yeah.
Yep.
CD Masons Insurance.
Yes.
Yeah. I went to school with the boys too.
My mom had the Dora store after my grandmother did. Oh, we got some bits. We got matches.
Here's a what do they call these? Bulletin.
Oh.
For the Highland Theater in 1964.
Oh, what was playing? I don't have on my glasses.
Ensign Silver, A Distant Trumpet, The Brass Bottle, The Kettles of the Ozarks, Ride the Wild Surf.
Oh my goodness.
Black Sabbath. Maybe that was a concert. Speed Crazy.
This is cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad I saw you out today. I've come by before. Oh, different connections. Oh, look at this.
Waffle irons and the...
There we go. That would probably not pass code right now, but it did fine then.
And this is one of the first washing machines. Made out of copper, and it's got the instructions right here on it, if you can see it.
Let's see if I can get it.
Says step 1, you fill the water to here. Step 2 is soap. It says 1 bar, no less. And then heat vigorously. It's got a little thing like the steam would come out and you can lock it down.
Almost like a pressure cooker.
It's a washing machine.
But it's almost like a pressure...
I know it is.
What was the agitation? Do you know?
Well, it's got a hole in there, so you must have had... It was hand mucking it, you know.
Uh-huh. Gosh, that might come in handy.
Here's your candy bar.
Oh, thank you.
And then Aunt Maud used to boast coolest beer in town. And this old...
Oh, yeah.
This old cooler, I want to get it fixed.
My grandfather had one like this. He had the store in Riddle.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, and he had one like this when I was a kid.
Come back here, there's somewhere I want to show you. Go like this.
And my grandmother had one like this one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. We just got everything in here. I think this red licorice might be a little tough at this point. Oh boy. Records and everything.
Pictures of the 1955 flood that wiped out the whole family down the road here. Remember that?
No, I don't.
1955 flood. Whole side of the mountain come down, wiped out a whole family. They never did find them.
Oh, man. Wow.
Of course, the Mill Pond burned down in 1960.
Mm-hmm. Now that's a load. Oh my goodness.
That's a one log Pete from Powers. He'd only haul 1 log. Had his truck set up where he could haul 1 log, and that's all he'd load. That's all he'd haul.
Wow, that is something.
This was an old dam that used to be upriver. A guy owned a hotel, so he just dammed up the river so they'd have a lake at the hotel. Yeah.
Nice.
Johnny Corse's first plane crash right here.
His first plane crash?
His first plane crash. They took off over here. That used to be an airstrip right across here. And they put it in the river right down here. That's it sitting in the river.
Man.
His second crash killed him and his whole family in Bend, which is sad.
Oh, that's very sad.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the milk cows.
That's Jack Roundtree. Jack Roundtree. And this is his life story right here.
Mm-hmm.
Grew up in the Jennings house. His dad came here in the Depression because Jennings was looking for help and had places you could stay. Well, he put Roundtrees in a shack over here on the field by Slide Creek. That's a picture of it. And Jack Roundtree told me, he said, they rented it to us for $5 a month. He said, Skeeter, I don't think it was worth $5 because me and my brother had to sleep in a screened-in back porch.
Oh, there you go.
But they had cows, so they needed more room than just a place, you know.
Sure. Cape Cod collectible, all sorts of collectibles here. And what was this? I don't know, but it...
You'd wind up rope.
Oh, it would wind up rope.
Yeah, different strings.
There we
You'd
go.
take it off and it would wrap them up. And
that's interesting.
there'd measure it and then it had us cut it. Here's the measure right here.
Uh-huh.
Measure it off.
Wow.
Different world back in the day.
Yeah. Cooler. And there was one of these coolers just like this at my grandma's store in Dora. And I remember...
Ice cream cooler.
Yeah, I remember loading these things up. I'd go to town and...
This is the cream separator where they separated cream from the milk.
Oh.
There's a couple pieces missing, but...
I'm going to look on the other side a second. Great piece of Americana here.
So Deborah Weathers is who to you?
Like my second cousin. Mm-hmm. So this store was built in 1920, what?
1924.
1924.
Did you go back into the post office?
Oh no, I forgot to. Okay, let's head there. So this was when the Stagecoach came through.
Yeah, and then that dress hanging on the wall is one of the dresses that Aunt Maud made. Maud Jennings.
Okay, cool. So, and back here was more of the post offices. There got to be a population explosion. Yeah. All sorts of things. In Dora, we had some cubicles like this too. Very interesting. One more room. I'm going to peek and see what this room is. Oh, looks like they had needs work, but they've got a kitchen. Probably they lived in the back of this store for part of the time. Oh yeah, they definitely did. All sorts of old stuff. Here was oh, it's bigger than I thought. So back here was the living quarters. Nice old stove. It's all being redone by this man who's so kind to show me around. I want to show you some of these really cool adding machines. We were right uptown. This one was a cash register. And here's the drawer. Oh wow, that's a good age.
My Uncle Tommy and my dad Alan had some of the best hound dogs in the world.
Wow.
Yeah. Tommy was a county trapper in like 5 different counties.
Uh-huh. Here's one of the little greeters.
He's the greeter, yeah.
So also on this property is this house, but the people that worked the store lived in the back of the store. And here's a nice house here. The house was built in 1884. How many bedrooms?
5.
5 bedrooms.
5 bathrooms, but when it was built, they had an outhouse.
Ah, it has 5.
Now it has 1 bathroom inside.
Okay, now it has 1 bathroom inside, but it originally, of course, had a outhouse. This is a big, beautiful barn here. That would hold a lot of hay, probably some cattle, maybe a horse or 2. It's been an exciting opportunity for me today because, like I said, my grandfather was one of the people that ran this store. So I hope you enjoy this video. This is Maria from Still Dreaming Homestead. I want to pray blessings on you and yours in your house, out of your house, in the day and the night. Whatever you do, keep dreaming. And check out and see if you can find out a little bit more about your family history.